Hey, what's up? Today I want to share and make a video on how you can live stream on Kick using the software OBS. And here in this video, I'm going to assume that you have three things. You're going to need three things. And so the first thing that you'll need is obviously you'll need the Kick account for going live and sharing whatever that you're doing. And then the second thing that you'll need is the OBS software for recording. And here the software is free and open source, and so it should not be a problem. And then thirdly, you'll need a decent internet connection that is good enough for streaming. All right, so the first thing that we are going to do here is that we're going to set up OBS and make it ready for streaming. And so the first thing that you might want to do is, first of all, you might want to create your own scenes here. And so here I have a bunch of scenes here, but depending on what you want to do, then you simply create your own scenes. And so the idea here is that you want to add all the elements that you want in your video. And so for example, you might want to record some sort of video game. You might want to record your webcam. You might want to record your screen, or you might want to record your microphone, your voice, if you have some sort of microphone or something. And you might want also to add some sort of some music. You might also want to add the desktop sound, so the sound of your computer. And so if you're playing a video game or if you're playing a video, then you can simply add these elements as sources. So in my case, I already have a bunch of scenes, but if you need some scenes, you might want to go into this. And then we're going to look at the settings here. And the first setting that you want to look into is, first of all, go into input and make sure that the output mode is set on advanced. And here, this is kind of the settings that you might want to look into. And all these settings kind of depends on your own computer. It all depends on your own internet connection. So depending on all these things, you might optimize for everything. And so in my case, those are the settings that I'm currently using. And so I'm using my CPU right now, but you might also want to use your GPU to encode all the streaming. And depending on your settings, you might also change the bitrate if you want a higher quality stream. And you might also want to change your keyframe interval. And so those are something to keep in mind. And also, you might also want to change your resolution here. And so I think a good resolution to have by default is having 1080p. It's a pretty standard resolution. And here you can either go for 30 frames per second or maybe 60 frames per second if you want a better stream. And so here, all these settings kind of depends on your own computer and your own internet connection. So I'm not going to go deeply into the details here, but simply review all these things here and make sure that it's all good for your own setup. If you're not sure, one thing that you can do is that you can go into the tools here and set up the auto configuration wizard. And here you simply go through all the steps and you optimize for the streaming or recording, and you simply go through all the steps, and OBS is going to analyze your computer or whatever and simply optimize for whatever hardware that you have. Once this is done, we can simply go into the streaming tab here and make sure that we select custom as the service, and that's pretty much good for now. We'll come back later. So now that OBS is now ready, what we're going to do now is that we're going to set up our Kick account. And so again, I'm assuming here that you have a Kick account. And so what we're going to do now is that we're going to go into the top right here on my own pictures or my own profile, and I'm going to select Creator Dashboard here. And so from here, the first thing that we can look into is edit the stream info. And so here, this is basically the stream title that your stream is going to have on the platform. And so for example, if it's your first stream, you might want to title your first stream, or if you're doing some sort of test, then you can look into that. And here we have the category, and usually the category is like the game that you're playing or whatever that you're doing. And so if you're, for example, talking, you can simply choose just chatting, and it's a pretty general category that you can choose. And so here we cannot select the titles as of right now. The feature is not available as of right now, but maybe in the future it's going to be available. So I think a good idea could be to add a few titles to simply improve your SEO for your videos and your stream. And so by improving your SEO and by having a few tags here, it allows you to become more easily searchable and more easily findable. And so that's a pretty cool feature to have. And you also have other features and options, but you just select as you wish. And so here I'm simply going to click save, and there you go. Now that this is done, what we're going to do now is that we're going to go into the settings here on the left, and we're going to go into the profile. And here on this page, you can simply add and customize a few things. And so for example, you might want to add a banner image to customize your profile. You might also add a small bio, you present yourself and simply the things that you do. And you might also want to add some of your social media links, for example. And so you can simply add all these information and customize your profile just the way you want. So once this is done, now we can go into the more important thing, which is the stream key here. And here we get the stream URL, and we also get the stream key. And so here, this is the most important thing, because the streams information here kind of allows us to connect the Kick account to the OBS software. And so here, what we want to do here is that we first of all want to copy this stream URL, and we're going to put it into OBS. And again, make sure that the service is set to custom, because the server here is going to be the stream URL. And then the stream key here is quite a private information. It's a confidential information. And so make sure that this key remains private and you don't show this key to anybody, because if you show this key to somebody, then this person might have access to your account and might stream instead of you. And so you might compromise your account. And so make sure that you don't share this key. Make sure that only you can see this key. And if you're not sure, and if you made a mistake, and if you show this key to somebody, then you can simply reset the stream key using this button here. And so here, what we want to do is that we want to copy this stream key, and then we want to put it into the stream key. And then we hit apply and we hit OK. So now that we configure everything, the last thing that we actually need is to actually go live and test if this works. And so here in OBS, to simply go live, what we can do is that we can simply click on start streaming, and now OBS is going to record everything and send everything to the Kick website. And so if we want to see if everything is working properly, what we can do is that we can simply go on kick.com/ and then the name of your profile. And so in my case, my profile is the Frank Ring. And so to go and see my stream, I can simply go at kick.com/ the Frank Ring. And so if I simply go here, we can see that the stream is actually working. And so in my case, it's just a black screen here, but we can see that I'm actually live right now. I have 0 viewers, and this is kind of my stream right now, and this is working. And so once you're done with the stream, what you can do is that you can simply press the same button that you used to start the stream, but in this case, we're going to stop the stream. And so you click stop stream, and then the stream stop. And so now my stream is now offline. And so in the end, getting started on Kick is pretty easy, and it's pretty similar to Twitch. And you might just need to set up your OBS setting once and your Kick account once. And after the first time, once everything is set up, you don't actually have to deal with it anymore unless you want to change your stream title or things like that. And I think the most important step here is to copy paste your stream key from Kick to OBS. And while you do so, make sure that you keep your stream key private and that nobody sees it, because if it does happen, then your account could be compromised. And so if your account is compromised, you can always use the reset button to reset your stream key. And so that way you keep your account safe. And so that's pretty much it for this video, and I hope that this video was helpful to you. If this video was valuable to you, you could consider liking this video and subscribing to my channel. And if you have any thoughts or comments, you can leave them below, because I will answer everything, and also your thoughts and comments could also be valuable to other people. So that's pretty much it. Peace.